So as I was just describing in the previous two topics of the energy that flows through us when we have REM sleep at night, the theta vibration that heals our body at night, rejuvenates the body, and the previous topic of running energy, of how running energy through the body, becoming more aware of what's running energy is running through your body and so on. Those are good examples going into understanding what attunements and activations are. I'll start out with attunements. Attunement is very much similarly to a tuning fork. A tuning fork. Tuning fork, as you might be able to hear, has a certain level of vibrational frequency. So when I hit this, basically it is vibrating in a certain frequency range. The frequency range that this tuning fork runs through also has healing capability, has healing ability in itself. If you are able to, that's these specific tuning forks, that's what these are made for. It has this little point here on the end that you can put on different parts of your body, that if you're having pain, or say if you had some trauma to your physical body, basically you can do this, place the tuning fork at that location, would assist with circulation and higher level of vibration going through that region of your physical body, which then assists and accelerates the healing in that specific part of your body. So an attunement, and again, getting back to the attunement part, has to do with a certain symbol. So a lot of people, again, I always refer back because there's so many people know about the Reiki symbols and so on, and the Reiki attunements. What one of these symbols essentially does, and it is placed within your energetic systems, and within your energetic system is this symbol. That symbol essentially vibrates at a certain frequency range. That's what an energetic symbol will basically do to your energetic systems. You can then use the vibrational range frequency that symbol is radiating to essentially heal your physical body, or essentially vibrate at a higher level of vibration to where you're consciously aware of things that you were not aware of at a lower vibrational state. So that's what those symbols essentially do. But the attunement has to do with attuning you to that level of frequency vibration. That is what an attunement is. That is what a Reiki attunement is. It has to do with a certain frequency range of a certain symbol that then vibrates within your energetic systems, within your auric field, to a certain level that assists you with healing yourself to a greater degree, or assisting the healing of other people using that symbol, and or expanding your consciousness to become aware of things that you were not aware of before. That is the purpose of that specific attunement. Now, getting into activations. Activations are what we do in the new Paradigm masterclasses. It goes into the activations have to do with stream down through your divine self, through your own energetic systems, down into your lower energetic systems, your physical body. This could be a host of hundreds of symbols that are essentially, some people call them light codes and so on. These activations happen more naturally. than an attunement. Attunement essentially is something that is not necessarily happening naturally because it was placed within your energetic systems by someone else. An activation is downloaded through the levels of, say, your I am presence, your divine self, and so on. You integrate what you're able to integrate at that specific time in harmony and balance. So therefore, you're not going to integrate an activation that is going to throw off harmony and balance within the physical body. These activations are coming through your own divine self, through your I am presence. They're only going to be able to be activated to the point that is going to activate you to a higher level of vibration that assists, again, with more healing, more expansion of consciousness, more expansion of awareness to everything aware of yourself and so on. So there's a lot of things regarding these activations and attunements. The thing, without going into further length regarding this, because this is actually a topic that could go on and on, but there's some main things that I want to point out. Attunements, in a way, can actually become, you could say, restrictions in time if you are expanding your consciousness to a degree to where that attunement, old attunement, then becomes a restriction. There are a lot of different things that people are attuned to that in time may become restrictions. For example, religious symbols and or initiations done at ceremonies. These symbols hold energetic frequency, and the more they are repeated over the physical body, the more that specific energy is reinforced within the energy system. All symbols are tied to a certain level of vibrational frequency range. Again, that can cause restriction within the levels of your energetic systems until these symbols are cleared. Again, there's lots of different types of religious symbols, initiations, and ceremonies, and all kinds of different stuff. Most people are not even aware of that energetic frequency restrictions such as this could be attached to your physical body through an attunement. As I described, Reiki symbols are tied to a frequency range and can cause vibrational restrictions within the levels of your energetic systems. A lot of people are going to take this in different ways, and that's fine. The main thing is, I'm providing information. It's up to you to discern and actually become aware of what's going on in your energetic systems. I think last month I talked a lot about some people were like activation junkies, and they were just getting activations for whatever the heck's going on. The blue moon activation, the red moon activation, and all this other stuff. The biggest thing is that when we are going through these different things throughout our life, these symbols and these activations and all this other stuff is within the levels of our energetic systems. And they distort the energy from flowing through the physical body. They essentially are blocks within the energetic systems that restrict higher frequency energy from flowing down through your own divine self, your own divine light, from being grounded. It restricts these things. In the New Paradigm masterclasses, we actually get into this, where we assist with those clearings and so on, which really, opens up the energetic systems to a greater degree. There's a lot of benefits to that. The main reason why I'm bringing this whole idea of this different information up is, one, to discern between what is an attunement and what is activation. That's one thing. but to become aware of all the things that you have experienced and agreed to through this physical life, and see how some of these things could be restricting your own expansion. So it's incredibly important as we're going through a process of so much acceleration, so much energy coming in, and so on. This energy cannot come in if it does not have the space to be grounded. So that's pretty much going into all that without going any further, is become aware of how your energetic system's set up, what you have agreed to be anchored within your physical body in the past, and what those restrictions might be causing within the levels of your energetic systems.